Hello, everybody. Welcome. Hope you're enjoying the day. Hope everything's going good for you, and if it ain't, I hope it gets better for you. Honestly, 100%. So, as I said in the video yesterday, we're going to be working on this thing today. And I talked to Mr. Duff yesterday and asked him what happened, and he told me. And I said, okay. And I got all the stuff we're going to be working with to fix her up. We're going to tear it down and do a little poke work on it. And they dropped it or something, mashed it a little bit, and it had an air leak. So we're going to see if we can't figure out where that air leak's at. And I'm not gonna crank it beforehand and try to figure it out. I'm just gonna tear it apart and figure it out, because most times these ain't too hard to find the air leak on. Now, saying that, I may have jinxed myself, but nonetheless, we'll figure it out eventually. We'll figure it out eventually, one way or the other. Carbonation. We have new carbonation. We will be swapping over to the new carbonator. We're going to see if we can't get this thing apart right quick though. He said he wants a good firewood cutting saw. Said I could do whatever I want to. And I said, well, if you want a good firewood saw, I'm not going to go like into all that crazy stuff where sometimes you get a little wild instead of mild with this. Make sure it does what it's supposed to do, and that it's good at doing it. We're gonna get her tore apart. I do like the handlebar on this thing. It's 3/4 wrap bar, full wrap bar rather. It's a nice. Y'all are supposed to be watching the saw, not me. I would fire the cameraman, but if I did, there wouldn't be nobody left to film. So. I do have a couple people every once in a while comment on how I like to film myself. That's the point of having a YouTube channel, to be on video, isn't it? At least a little bit. I mean, come on, get out of there. Oh, it's got these monster doggies on it. Couldn't get in there for that confounded dog. I can tell you for a fact, I'm going to take this confounded dog off, because I know what's going to happen. That sucker will be stuck in my finger. I don't like that. So I am removing that as well. I'm just going to go ahead and put this screw back in down here. That way there's no question about where it comes from. It's already got a dual port muffler on it. We'll probably work on that a little bit. Yep. That could definitely be increased to it. Yep, there's that. Yep, there's that. Gasket, maybe. Nope, maybe not. No gasket. Yep, never mind. I can say it doesn't feel like it's got very much compression now, but there's no spark plug in the hole. Hey, sometimes I'm stupid too, okay? Sometimes I do things that don't make no sense. Okie dokie, Smokey. Alright. I'm gonna pause y'all for a minute. I'm gonna get the degree wheel set up. Alright. Here we go. I'm gonna put this razor knife down in the intake. Go around till it stops. Hit 0. Make sure it zeroes out. I'm gonna hold the knife, go all the way back around to the zeros. 140. That means our top will be at 70. You want to split your big number in half, so that'd be 70. Alright, so that's top dead center. See what we got on our intake. Right there. Looks like 71. $100. Exhaust. 100. See if we can get a transfer number. Right there. 125. All right. We're at 71, 100, and 125. Now what are we on squish? Let's check the squish. I should have got the measuring device out beforehand. I did not. Looks like about 36 is about the smallest. It says 34 and a half. 35. Yeah, somewhere right around 35. Okie dokie. Now, we're going to shut the Book of Wonders for the moment, because now it's time to do the dirty work. And I have already turned the cooker on this morning and got him warmed up, because I'm going to throw some of these parts up in there to clean them. Oh. Yeah. Well, there we go. Now I got it off. Okie dokie. All right. I'm gonna get to cleaning, and we'll be back shortly. All right. Done a little cutting on the piston. Got the cylinder cleaned up. Now this is not fresh, clean from the ultrasonic. I washed it, blowed most of the stuff off of it, and then I put it in the blasting cabinet and finished cleaning it to get all the black off of it. Now I have went ahead and done the port work. I can't really get in there and feel me grinding, so what I did is I went in there and checked it. I did surface the bottom of it, but not a lot. I just got it slicked up, and I got my exhaust at like 102, I think. So, hey, here's that C-clip I lost. I shot the circlip across the room. Somehow it landed on the table. I actually got another one there with a little tab on it I was planning on using, but I may use that one anyway. But I haven't checked the timing numbers yet. I just did a little quick test on it to get an idea of where I was. So we're gonna set it on here now and check it out. I think the squish is somewhere around about 25,000, 24,000, somewhere right in there. So I'm probably gonna just leave that there. I could make it smaller, but it just makes it so much harder to get anything fired off. Now, how did I wind up with somehow or another I hit something in there just a smidge and got a little. Oh, I hit with the screwdriver when I was driving it out. I see. I dropped the wrist pin. Let's see if I can get it right. See it? There it is. Just going to take that file and reach through there, and just right there at that edge, I tapped it with the screwdriver. We're just going to roll that over and see if that makes it fit better. Oh yeah. Find out what kind of timing numbers we have. Set that on there. I'm going to slap 2 screws in it. Set him up here. Throw a paper towel under it. Alright. Power on. Stick this in here. Jam it up. 0. $156.7. We're going to go 156.7 divided by 2. 78.3. It's actually 78.35, but we don't have 5 options. 73, 78.3. Let's find out what our timing numbers are. Right there, 80. $100 on the dot. We're about right there. 126. So 80, 100, 126. $80, 100, 126. 23, what did I say, 23 or 24,000 squish? Alright. I think that will be just fine. Alright. Now, I'm going to put it back together. We're going to try to fire it up and see how it does. Of course, I got to do a little muffler modding on it too. I think since this one's got a dual cover, I'm going to do it a little different by just opening up the covers instead of trying to put a pipe in it, because there's no real good space to put a pipe in it. I keep catching y'all with my foot. Alright. Alright, do y'all want to watch me put it together, or you want to see it running? A little bit of both. Alright. Yeah, turn it this way so I can see. Push the wrist pin on in there. Yeah. Sometimes these snap things are a royal pain to get in there. But it's in there. I'm not exactly happy with the way it looks. Somehow I got a little stuff stuck in there. Alright. I'm going to pop this wrist pin clip back out and change it over to this other one. Now let me get a little closer. I'll bring you back and show you what we're doing. Alright. A view from above. We're going to reach down in here. And this is the new pulse line. Pulse hose, whatever you want to call it. This is the new one. We're going to insert it in there. Push it up through the hole. And grab a hold up. Pull it through. Now the new pulse line is installed. Alright. Here's the cylinder. Clamp. This is the new intake boot that he sent with it. We're going to put it on here and make sure it all lines up good. I probably need to loosen this clamp just a wee bit more. Trying to do this where y'all can see it. Makes it a little bit tougher on me. Loosen that clamp up till it's good enough. This little tab right here on the bottom of there's a little tab that goes straight down. Well, get up on there. There we go. Well, I'll get it in there in a second. I'm going to snug him up. That should be it. That's all of it. There's the other bolt. Alright. Blow these other two screws out. Because I don't like putting them back in there dirty. I may actually have to pull these back out of here. Alright. Getting the cylinder set back on there sometimes is a real quest. So I'm gonna sit down for a minute. We're gonna move this stuff a little bit. I don't know whether that helps y'all see what I'm actually doing or not. But give me a minute. All right. I got a little sealer on there. I'm gonna take the piston ring squeezer, squeeze the piston rings down a little further. Slide the piston up in there. Now getting the ring squeezer out afterwards sometimes is a real bear because of these screws, but I'm going to look, make sure that I still have my sealer on there. I'm going to get that up in there like that and shove it down in there with the intake boot kind of still now the intake boot still pinched up in here. What I'm going to do is take this screwing iron, I'm just going to push down on it gently. You got to be real careful because you can stop a hole in the intake. We don't want to do that. But we get it pushed down in there a little bit. If you have to put much pressure on it, stop. Because what I'm doing now, I'm not hardly putting any pressure on it at all. You just kind of unroll it. There it is. There you have it. There is the cylinder back on there, and the intake's back through the hole. Oh, that's what we're doing for now. Now, we're going to look at this muffler. All right. Now, you can see that. That's almost double. Well, that's probably a little more than double the size it was. But the cool thing is I left it where I could put the spark screen back in it. Which I think that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to put the spark screen back in it. Now, you can see, you see that little hole right there? See how small it is? It's little. All right, I'm going to open that up. And we'll be back to look at it. Okay. Now, you can see that hole is much larger. I cut part of this out. You couldn't see the exhaust hole before, so I just trimmed a little of that out to make it flow better. Now, if I can figure out what I do with the screens, I'm going to stick them back in there. Because that's kind of what I was wanting to do, was run it with the screens in it, just because. Just because. Yep. There's a screen in that one, and you can actually see through the hole now. I'm going to take these gloves off. I think that helped. I threw my gloves toward the trash can and hit the broom, and they fell down in the floor and knocked the broom over too. So. Yeah. Now it looks factory. See? Lots of hole now. All right. All right, let me get this all cleaned up, put it back together. Let's see if it'll run. All right. I got her put back together. We're gonna blow the mosquitoes away. We're gonna see if it'll crank and run. I got a little bit of a gas leak. I did not change the fuel line yet because it looked really good, but apparently it's leaking, or either the vent hose, the vent's leaking in the tank one. I don't know which one. I hadn't looked yet. But we're gonna find out. We're gonna see if it'll run first. All right, I got the choke on. We're gonna see if it'll fire up. Okay. I did put the new carburetor on and I did not check the screws. We're going to give her a little bit more. See what happens. That's like something turning the switch off. We're not getting enough. That's weird. Acts like we ain't getting no fuel. And we may not be. But that's why I went ahead and done this, because I wanted to see. That was not what I wanted to do. Okay, looks like we're going to check it out. Well, you got to hear it run. I'm going to go ahead and stop this video. I'm going to do some checking, see what we got going on. So come back for the next one. Maybe we'll get to go cut with it a little bit. All right, y'all have a good day. Stay safe, be kind, treat each other the way you want to be treated. God bless. Remember, Jesus loves you. Y'all hop her out. Hey, look, give me a minute. We'll see if it runs again. Hope you enjoy this. All right, we're gonna try it again and see what happens. Maybe it'll run this time. Alright. Fuel line was the main problem. Alright. That's the end of it. Y'all be good. Bell hopper out.